We've had a lot of haircuts over the years.
And we're not proud of a lot of them.
There are certain things in life that you should never trust another human being to do for you.
What happened to Tarzan's beard and the milkman?
Go ahead, punks. Ask us if we shot some guns recently. 'Cause we did.
What makes a word happy?
A man leaves $450,000 worth of stuff in a taxi.
Did the taxi driver return it?
Does being a fan of something really make any sense at all?
You should never eat toothpaste.
Or should you? Recently, my wife dialed 911, but it wasn't exactly for an emergency.
James Cameron dives to the deepest part of the ocean.
But should he have done it? Power Rangers have healing properties in real life. Oh, wait a second before you drink that Frappuccino. It might have some bugs in it.
Reading. You thought it was good for you, didn't you?
Do you recall the glory days of VHS? I do.
This cassette tape contains embarrassing audio recordings from when we were 10 years old.
Finally, yoga for dudes who are embarrassed to do yoga.
We received an interesting letter.
Which is better, the handshake?
Or the fist bump? Do you get 8 hours of sleep a night?
Prepare to be enlightened. Before you get that pilot's license, you should answer the question, are you afraid of snakes?
When you grow up in a small town, you end up doing weird stuff just to pass the time. Band-Aids, Nilla wafers, and Legos. They all have something interesting in common.
Clowns. Do you love them? Do you hate them? Or are you scared of them? Well, it's episode 70.
Yeah, I guess we should have a guest. Or guests.
Good Mythical Morning.
Dead rappers come back to life, and the future is bright.
What makes the greatest movie quotes ever the greatest movie quotes ever?
It's time we told you about 2 car accidents we had as 16-year-olds.
How old should you have to be before you can drive a car? Have you heard of the 8th continent?
I gotta pee.
We now know how brain freeze works.
And we know how to stop it. If One Direction turned evil, would we be able to stop them?
At 4 a.m., I was awakened by a blood-curdling scream.
Which is worse, poison ivy or sunburn?
You think you know about the Hollywood sign?
Psh! When I go to concerts, bad things seem to happen.
Did you know that you can drastically increase your chance of getting a date or a job without even saying a word?
How did that happen?
What is a superior product? Ice cream or frozen yogurt?
You know your mom and dad? They probably look like brother and sister, and there's a reason for that.
My son was recently attacked by a squirrel, and I feel partially responsible.
We have quite the checkered past when it comes to exercising.
Are you an awesome drawer? Well, you've come to the right place.
What's the best video game ever?
I want to go live alone in a treehouse. Who's with me?
You may have seen The Avengers, but we know some stuff about it that you don't.